good brother with me here, Mr. Bob. I would call him Mr. Bob. And he's going to be sharing with us a lot of resources and the things that he's doing. I'm going to let him introduce himself. Again, welcome to the broadcast. At this time here, I'm going to introduce Mr. Bob. Bob, how are you doing?
I'm fine, Pastor. It's always a pleasure to be with you and share what God's doing in our community. You know, it's wonderful. It's wonderful.
Bob, you have a whole lot that you have. Let's find out. Let's talk about first who you with,
Okay.
who you're representing.
Okay.
And I just call you Bob. How you
That's
want me
fine.
to call you?
That's fine.
Okay.
I'm Bob Clinkscales. I'm the president-elect for the Golden K Kiwanis Club of Greenville. And the Golden K Kiwanis Club goes back to 1975
Wow.
and has been in existence all these years and has done a lot for various organizations, which we'll cover in a little bit later too. But it's a joy to be here with you and have an opportunity to talk about these issues. Thank you.
Awesome. Yeah, and there's a lot that you guys do. Between your partnerships and
Right.
events. So,
Right.
like I'm saying, I like to know as they're listening, as the guest is listening, because you tell them because there's so many Kiwanis group. Tell me what
That's
your
right.
guys do.
Our guys are primarily involved in supporting different organizations along the lines of the goals of Kiwanis International. And Kiwanis International is primarily works to deal with children, and their big impact is on children. And that's why most of the programs we are involved with have children as a basis. However, we also emphasize hunger, and that's right up your alley. Because your organization's there, and that's how we partner with you. But we also do a lot of various programs for the children directly, as they have different needs during the year.
Right, and I know churches are reaching out. We call it Community Feed Our Program, Feed Our Children program, with Jim Hooker is the coordinator.
Yep.
You're a strong supporter of that,
Yep.
and I want to share what is Community Feed Our Children program. Is we work with social workers. Jim Hooker is the coordinator of that. Also, he's the Quanta brother member as well.
Yep.
And
Yep.
what he does is we work with the social workers and finding out of the children who actually has a need of food, and we prepare the boxes and we give it to the social worker. So they identify the children, and as they identify the children, they give those food boxes to the social workers, and those social workers, I'm gonna call them superwoman. They actually take those boxes and they deliver it to them. They DoorDash and they Uber service all in one with a kind heart, and that is the most beautiful thing, that you know where those food boxes are going. So Kwanzaa Love, they help with that program and help sponsor that and working with children, and that is such a need of making sure children get food, Bob. And there's other programs. We also have Sunshine, Operation
Okay.
Sunshine.
Right.
And
right.
they work with so much with the children there.
Yes.
The
Yeah.
girls now.
The
They got
girls
the girls.
especially, yeah.
Yeah,
Yep,
they work with
yep.
the young girls
Work with the
and
young girls.
and,
Yep.
and helping them with different. I know the new director. I remember Miss
Oh.
Barbara before she left,
Right.
but I knew the new director. I know what church she goes to, and I have known her. She's a super. She's a super.
person. Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
another superwoman.
Yeah.
I guess what God said. Let me bring women here because we need help. What you think,
Yeah.
Bob?
And
We
a
seem like we
woman
don't know
will
what we
make that
doing.
happen. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
But it lines up with hunger, and that's one of the main thrusts that we feel. There's hunger in so many places, but it starts with the kids.
Yes.
And a couple of our programs are dealing with the meals during the gap time. Like Thanksgiving, Christmas, spring break, when the schools are normally out and they have no opportunity to have meals at school. We help groups that will provide meals for the young people. Again, children tied to hunger is
Feeding
our
the
key
gap.
thing.
That's the
in
program
gap.
that Jim runs.
That's right, and that's a big part of what we do. And Kiwanis is of course a service club, and there are several in the region. Ours is basically aligned with people that are retiring or about to retire and looking for a little quieter club than some of the very active younger clubs are, and yet those that get out and do things that support things, and that's our big thing, is the support part.
And, you know, you when you're talking about the children are growing every day, Bob. There'll be a boy that's you and I speaking now,
Yep.
and I would say because of the pandemic, I know Kwanzaa does a lot, but because of the pandemic, there've been some clubs had to close, but
That's right.
this club here haven't closed because you have, and not saying because I'm a member, I'm a
Yeah,
member of it,
yeah,
but
right.
it has a strong foundation
It does.
on the work that you guys do. I
Right,
mean,
right.
working with these children.
That's right. Even though we don't physically get out and pound the streets or so, we do have a foundation, and that's the foundation is how we support these various entities, these organizations that have a need. One of the big ones we get, and it's coming up here in November, December, I think, is the school, the reading program, where we take books to every first grader in Pitt County, which is quite a project, but we've done this for several years, and it's an opportunity for a young person to have his own book that
yes.
he can lay claim to and read, and so it encourages them to grow, to grow. So eat and grow.
Eat and grow. I like how you picked that. Eat and grow.
Eat and grow.
I think on that when you talk about the books, Bob. I mean that's so important that some of these children. I've been with them when you guys gave those books to the children.
Yeah.
Like it was, and you hit a lot of areas that most people don't go. You hit those
right.
all those areas, Bedford, a lot of these rural areas,
That's right.
Fountain. I mean areas you hit Falkland,
Yep.
as well as Greenville
Yep.
and Aden. But it's like amazing when you see them when they get those books, Bob. It's like a gold or like,
That's right.
and they read, and
That's
then
right.
also there was times your guys would read to them and have the children read to them.
That's right.
That's precious moments there, Bob.
It is. And these are mainly books about history or events, or I think the Statue of Liberty was one of recent years that they did. So they're right in the area of their education as well. So it's a great program. And I think that the important part of it is that we're helping them.
Yes.
We're helping them to grow and become valuable citizens. So it's good. So, and then excuse me. One of the other things that we're involved with is a scholarship program at Pitt Community College. One of our former members, Ed Ricks, left an endowment which we use to provide a scholarship each year for in the area of mechanics at Pitt Community College. So these are just a few of the programs that the Golden K Group provides and does. And then throughout the year there'll be other issues come up from time to time, and we also get into those as well. So we're thankful for those opportunities. We really are.
It's amazing that when you mention about scholarship, it's such a need when these youth goes, actually when they're in college and they're going to college, and how this group, and I mean, how we sponsor. I'm saying how we sponsor those, and how it's making sure that they have that to go, because every little bit helps, Bob.
Every little bit helps.
Every little bit helps. It's like a potluck dinner. You go to somebody else, and you bring something, I bring something.
Exactly.
We have a nice meal.
I know when I went to college, the costs weren't nearly as high as they are today. So whatever it comes out to be is a good thing for the young people that we're involved with. So we're thankful. We're thankful for that.
And also, Bob, to talk about, you have an event that's coming up. Explain to us the event that's coming up.
The event that's coming up is our annual installation of officers for the coming year, which will be on October the 4th. We will be going to the Greenville Country Club for dinner, and we would invite any prospective members that would like to learn more about the Golden K Kiwanis to come and join us and have an opportunity to socialize a little.
Now, Bob, I might be pushing the gas pedal a little bit when I say this here right now. If somebody wanted to join the Kiwanis, is it
Right.
hard to join? Because I'm quite sure people watching this broadcast and see the things that they provide with, helping with scholarship, helping bring books to the children, working with nonprofit like Operation Sunshine, working with another nonprofit, Community Feed Our Children, Feeding the Gap,
Yeah.
and if they're looking at this program and say, I'd like to be involved and come, because you meet how often you meet, Bob?
We meet every first and third Monday
Okay.
at the Masonic Temple on 10th Street here in Greenville. And we're 10 o'clock meeting. We have a little business meeting to start with, and then we have a program each week or each time we meet. And many of them deal with some of the issues that we're dealing with here, but others are issues in the community. I think we have the coach for the ECU girls basketball team coming to talk. That'll be a fun one. We enjoy that. But it's very easy to become a Kiwanian. All we have to do is come in the front door and we'll shake your hand and we'll get acquainted and we'll go from there. Many other service clubs, as you mentioned, many of them have gone out of existence simply because of the pandemic and haven't opened up afterward. So there's probably some people out there in our audience that may be looking for an opportunity to join a group like this one, and that they can serve a lot of people and help a lot of people without a lot of energy. We at our age, energy is a thing we want to save, not spend. So,
well, hold on. So anyone could. What I'm hearing is that they could just come. We'll greet them with a handshake.
That's right.
And and that may be some of them might be listening to this broadcast. Well, we may shut down. Could we join on? And I think another thing they probably look at. Well, we had a membership with them, and those are all things we could talk about. I mean, it's not about the membership. It's really about people coming together, working with our children and youth, and helping giving back. And there's so many parts in here that can help. So if you listen to this broadcast, that's what it's really about. We also want to invite you out to the event on October the 4th. And how would I get in? If I want to get a ticket to come and see what your guys about, sometimes people say, let me see what your guys about and see, how do I get the ticket and who do I contact, Bob?
The contact people are two, really. One is Neil Dorsey, and I'll give you his phone number. It's 252-367-8310. Let me repeat that, 252-367-8310. Or you can contact me, and my number is 252-333-7008. I'll repeat that again, 252-333-7008. We need to hear from you by the 23rd, which is a kind of a short window, but certainly if this is an opportunity for you to come and join us for an evening, we would be glad to have you. And then even if that doesn't work, you can call Neil or myself anytime you would like, and we'll be glad to meet you at the door when the Kiwanis meets at 10 o'clock in the morning on the first and third Tuesdays. It's an opportunity to gather and share and support the people of Greenville and Pitt County.
Yeah, I tell you, it's really good to know that there's a club, and there's many out there. I don't want to feel that we are talking that we are the master of the master, but there are others out there, but we're only telling you what we're doing. There's other great clubs out there, but what we're doing is working with the children as well, and we have open opportunity for people that wants to join on. We are looking for y'all to be a part and use your energy to say what can we do. When you really talk about it, Bob, you're only talking about meeting twice a month, and it's not like, hey, you got to be here every month.
No.
There's you may could come once a month, maybe don't come 2 or 3 months, but it's to be involved. It's no attendance sheet. There's no Robert rules where they say if you're not at a board meeting a certain amount of time on the meeting, you've been disqualified.
No.
But there's so much that you guys are doing, and when you talk about working with the scholarship, when you talk about working with Operation Sunshine, and also talking about feeding the gap. You talk about helping with books to the children in the school. As you was talking about, I thought about it more and more, that is when the work that you guys are doing, you're really giving them a personal touch. A personal touch to me as a pastor, a personal touch is better than the preacher word, Bob.
Right. I've heard several of the men talk about when they delivered the books to the schools and were able to go into classrooms and actually have contact with some of the young people. They were really blessed by that, and to see their smiles on their faces and the enthusiasm they have, it's just a good experience for us. And as Kiwanians, hey, we feel like we're doing something that really helps somebody. That's what we're here for.
And that's so beautiful when I look at the work that you guys are doing and the
Right,
effort that you
right,
guys are doing
right.
and don't leave out y'all bring special guests at the meeting. You had the sheriff speak. Y'all bring
Yeah.
different people. Y'all had folks there that even though I've been here for 17 years, some of those folks I didn't even know, Bob.
Right.
And it's good to hear from them.
One of the interesting speakers was a couple meetings ago was a gentleman who was involved in restoring some of these historic sites and preserving some of them. Some of the battlefields that have been famous in this area, whether it was the Revolution or the Civil War, or whatever, he was really involved. And to think of the detail that he produced that day, it was amazing. Locations and all that happens at these events. So it's a history lesson. It really is. So, and then we've had several people over from Vidant and the departments over there who talk about various areas within the health system, and that's an important thing in this community. If you don't think so, drive down 10th Street and see all the activity that goes on with Vidant and all the various health providers in that area. So we get a good variety. We really do.
I want to also say something that you guys have done. When Matthew came in 2016, you know the interfaith with the county and the city all got together and put a recovery team here, and this Quanta group helped with the stuff we need to get into the building. And this was, I know Bobby Hirsch is the president of the foundation that you guys have.
Right.
And it was immediately like, let's go help out. Like when there's immediate need, y'all don't hesitate to say, hey, let's go out there. Let's get our hands dirty. Let's help out. I mean, that's just means a lot, Bob.
That's bottom line. That's what we're here for, is to help our brothers and sisters and their children, And when we're, as I say, our emphasis children, but still mom and dad have to be helped too to get the children where they are. So we're thankful for that opportunity. And we don't know when there'll be another one of those wonderful storms come by.
You do so many different things that have opened up the opportunity. And here I'm going to say something, they never heard this before. This group, which I'm a part of, and allow females to join. Yes, females.
Yes.
Ladies.
Yes.
You welcome.
Yeah,
Isn't that Bob? You welcome.
We
So to a point where it's just all males, to have females to talk and the conversation. Bob,
Exactly.
words I can't even explain how that nice. So it's not a male thing.
No.
It's God's people thing.
It's God's
so
people.
for females, you say you could join. Yes, you could join. Yeah,
That's
I'm gonna
right.
give you. We're gonna give you that number again to join and when you could come. Females is welcome, and we had our first female president, Bob.
That's right. Maureen has been a wonderful president this year, and she's done a great job for us. And we're looking forward to her sliding into another role as she gets out of the president's chair. So we're looking forward. But seriously, if anybody has any interest, Neil Dorsey, again, is our contact person. His phone number is 252-367-8310, or mine, which is 252-333-7008. And we would be happy to entertain you and answer any questions you might have regarding Kiwanis or the Golden K especially. Also, just because we've reached a magic age, many of us are not retired. We're very active.
Yes.
Elizabeth Jenkins is one of the most active people I know, and she's a member of our club, and she's a very, very busy lady. She's got a lot on her plate, but she still gives her time and provides funds to support the club. So we're thankful for that. And we have a lot of wives that also support us. So we're not just a men's club, that's for sure.
Bob, when you look at females, they have done so much to help out in the communities when it comes to the children, and like we even talk about Operation Sunshine. There's so many other organizations out there. We're looking to connect with the Little Willie Center. There's so many organizations out there that is out there in the community. But I will say this: this is an opportunity for not just for males to join, but welcome the females, and we thank God for the females. I'm gonna tell you, Bob.
We got to have them.
Hey, Bob, if I didn't have my wife, I tell you, I don't know where I would be. And sometimes, because I tell you, we're not the sharpest knife in the drawer, and they bring out the best out of us.
They sure
to
do.
help get things done, and we don't have it. I say that's why God said, "I may make man, but this son of a gun ain't gonna be able to get it done right. Let me bring my female in, because they bring out the best out of us." And being the females in the club, they do so much. Like our president, Maureen, she does so much, very dedicated. And not saying the men's are, but they are more. I don't know. Can I say this, Bob? They more consistent, committed.
Hell yeah.
Can I say that?
They are.
And not saying that we're not, but they just real at it. But it's just a blessing to have that we know that females could join. So I mean. And so it's a male and female could join a club that could do for the community, helping the youth, helping the children is the main focus.
And I think they react to the children even better than sometimes the men do. So we welcome them. We surely do. You know, a couple of the other things that we've been involved with is the Meals on Wheels program, too.
That's right.
And which we've supported over the years. Before the pandemic, we actually had several members that were delivery people for the meals, and that was a real blessing to go out and serve people. Even though they weren't young people, they were people that had a need.
That's right.
And the Kiwanis Club was there with people to help serve their needs. So it's just a blessing to me to be a part of an organization like this. And I would just invite any man, woman, whatever age you are, but give us a whirl. Give us a try to see if we can't serve these people that have a need here in Pitt County.
You know, Bob, I always say that if you want to get involved in the community, there's two things, Bob. Either you're going to be at the table or you're going to be on the menu. Yeah. Most people stay on the menu. Give off the menu and come to the table.
And come to the table.
That's
right.
And to get involved. As Bob mentioned, the club that we're in is about helping the children, touching them, bringing them books, working for not just the children, but also working with the seniors where they have a need and help with. Meals on Wheels, helping them with counsel and agent, delivering meals. That's what it's all about, Bob. I don't think it's about anything else about us here serving. I believe, Bob, service is the rent we pay for the space we take up on earth. It's all about serving, Bob.
And if we don't do it, it doesn't get done. So
it doesn't get done. If you don't start the car will stay still, stay on par.
The cart won't go unless you're there to pull it. That's right. So we just be sure and think about this as you go about your week, and if you have an opportunity to give one of us a call, fine. But we would sure like to hear from some of you.
And just one more time, Bob, you have an event October 4th. October 4th. And where's going to be at?
Be at the Greenville Country Club, and you need to call in, either Neil or myself, and make sure you have a reservation so we got you covered. And we'll meet you at the door and greet you, and we'll enjoy an evening together, that's for sure. But that is October 4th, and we need to hear from you by the 23rd so we can make sure the cooks make a meal for you.
So as soon as they hear this message, they better get on the phone, Bob.
They better get on the phone.
Please get on the phone. So the number you need to dial will be 252. To get with Bob is 252-333-7008. That's 252, in case your pen ran out, 333-7008. Then you want to get with Mr. Neely Dawson, and his number is 252-367-8310. That's 252-367-8310. Again, Bob, we thank you for being on the broadcast. We welcome y'all to come on, join on, become a member, be a part, get off the couch. Let's have some fun to help the community. Help this community. God bless, and we'll see you at the next broadcast.
That's right.